Hello, anyone there? Hey, how's it going? Nice to see you. My name is Emil. I'm a certified Hexus trainer, and I'm here to show you something interesting. Have you ever tried to wrap this textured plastic on a car? I've always told my customers, no, I can't do it because it's not going to stick. And that is true. But you know what this is nice for? It's nice to test your skills. It's nice to refine your technique, because nothing's going to stick to this unless your tension is correct. And we all know that mirrors are notorious for having failure if you don't have the correct technique. So how about we try the right technique and we see if we can learn something today. All right, fantastic, let's get going. So what I'm going to do, first of all, got some leftover Hexus film. I'm going to first bridge that across the window of the car. Okay. My heat gun has the shag band on it, and that's nice to keep the heat gun close by. Let's heat that up. Turn the heat gun off, stick it back to the car, and then we're going to give this a stretch. Stretch it in one direction. Stick that to the car, and let's let that cool down a little bit. Okay, let's see. So that's 40 degrees. Surface temperature of the mirror, 40 degrees. We are in South Africa. That's how you know you're in South Africa. Right, I'm going to cut the stretched portion of this film off and leave the unstretched part on there. We only want to use the part that's been stretched. All right, I'm going to take that and turn it 90 degrees so that my stretch is running in this direction. Okay, why? Well, our cuts on a mirror are generally in these directions, in that direction and in that direction. And so here's the principle. Are you listening? Your stretch must be in the direction of your cut. If we get that right, we win the game. Let's try, okay? First of all, I'm going to pin that down over there without stretching it. Pick this up and pull it across the spine of the mirror. Okay. Some cars actually have a join over here. The factory puts a join in, and so we also know where our join must be. But now notice something interesting here. You see in what direction that film is stretched. All right, so now we want to move that back towards the corner. Let's pick that up and let's move that towards the corner. All right. Okay, that's created a bit of a problem over there for me. So let's fix that. Lift that up and pull that in this direction. Good. Across the top of the spine. Okay. Okay, good. Right, now, do you remember we have all the stretch in this direction? So let's pick this up and just smooth that out. Make sure that all of our tension remains in that direction. Okay, what did we say? We want our stretch to be in the direction of the cut. Basically cold stretching it over there, because I don't want don't want hot stretch there. See, every time I see where my stretch is going wrong, I correct it. All right, good. Fine, now what we can do is we can shrink this down. I'm gonna pop that down over there. I'm gonna pick this up and just softly lay that down there. And let's shrink that down. Shrink that down, shrink that down. The shrink is going a little further there, that's fine. Will the film lift in the middle of the mirror? No, it'll lift on the edges. So it's on the edges that we want to make sure that our tension is correct. I'm going to blow that cold. All right, here we go. Pick that up. Just release the tension. Being it nice and hot, it'll shrink back to where it should be immediately. These are real world situations. We're not in a air-conditioned unit. Real world in South Africa, this is what you get to deal with. Hot conditions, even inside. Air conditioning is expensive. Not everybody can give you an air-conditioned environment. And this is not a brand new car. So certain things are unclipping as we go. All right, there we go, fine. Let's see. See now, I want to make sure that that's stretched properly, but you can see immediately there's some tension over there. So I'm going to do a bit of a relief cut over there to get rid of that tension. A bit of a relief cut over there. Up, there we go. And then I can gently lay that down, again pulling the tension in the direction of the cut. All right, so I'm going to pull it a little bit further into the corner there. There we go. Okay. See how that's opened up? So that's a relief cut that I've done there. Beats it a little bit. Make sure it shrinks down to where I want it. All right. At the top, same at the top. You want to shrink down all of the tension at the top over there. Shrink that down. Put that a little hotter. Shrink that down. Make sure that we've shrunk everything down. Remember, nothing is going to stick here unless your tension is in the right direction, because it's a rough textured plastic. Now that over there, I'm also going to shrink because we've got a natural joint in the plastic, and it's along that joint that we're going to make our trim. So we want to release all the tension on that joint. Let's just talk about that for a second. The factory puts a join in, all right? Can you see it? The factory puts a join in, which means they understand what the limitations of the material is that they're working with. You as an installer, you understand the limitations of the material you're working with. It's your job as installer to educate your client. The client wants a one-piece mirror wrapped. Right, can you do it? Yes, you probably can, because you're a good installer. Is it going to take you much longer? Yes, it is. And you're probably going to try 2 or 3 times to get that right. You're going to have your technique perfect because you don't want trouble, right? So you're going to have to charge enough for it. But there's already going to be a join line there, so why not just put a join in, nice neat join, and you use the factory join line to do that. How does that sound? Okay. Right, let's continue. So here we go. Let's neaten this line up before we cut. That line got a little bit untidy as soon as we clip the mirror cap back into place. All right, so it's not incorrect tension over there. That is just a little bit of untidiness. Let's set the cut up nice and solidly. Set the cut up. Okay, good, fine. Take my blade. I'm going to snap it off. Right, new blade means I don't have to cut hard. Okay, fine. Nice gentle trim along the edge. I'm trimming on the edge. You notice I'm not taking the mirror cap off. I'm not wrapping it around. I'm not cheating. If my technique was right, this will stay. If my technique was wrong, it will pick up. Okay, now along that edge, top edge, again, I'm not removing the mirror, I'm not wrapping it around the edge, I'm trimming it on the edge. So if my technique was wrong, it will lift up. Okay, now I've cut along the edge of things. Now I want to trim on that joint. I'm going to snap my blade again because I want a sharp blade. And I don't want to cut the plastic. I just want to score the wrap film. Not even trimming all the way through, I'm just scoring the wrap film. And there we go. All right. Pick it up, tear it the rest of the way. Now we have nice neat lines. Keep our environment clean. Good. I'm going to take my squeegee and I'm going to just set that down again. Let's just put that, get some nice pressure down on there. Nice pressure down over there. All right, we've shrunk all of our edges. Okay, this is what we look like. That's what it looks like. All along that edge. Good. All right, that's where we are. Good. Now, let's see. If we've done this right, then even on this rough textured plastic, it will not fail, it will not shrink off. I'm going to turn my heat gun to high. I'm going to get my thermometer set up. Degrees, 73 degrees, 96 degrees, 84, 77, 97, between 90 and 100 means we're good. Top, where we see a lot of failure, 85, 104, we're good.